The Toyota 4Runner has been a legend for decades. But the 2025 TRD iForce Max might be its boldest step yet. For the first time, Toyota pairs the 4Runner's rugged off-road DNA with a hybrid twin-turbo powertrain promising more power, better fuel economy, and surprising tech upgrades. But here's the twist. While some fans are calling it the best 4Runner ever, others think it's strayed too far from its roots. So, is this the future of adventure SUV, or a gamble Toyota shouldn't have taken? Stick around, because by the end of this review, you'll know if this 4Runner is worth your driveway. The 4Runner has always been Toyota's no-nonsense SUV, boxy, tough, and built to take a beating on and off the road. For years, it's been the go-to choice for drivers who value durability over flash. But the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max isn't just another refresh. This time, Toyota is aiming to blend its rugged off-road DNA with modern power, tech, and efficiency. That's a big deal, because the SUV market in the US has never been more competitive, with Jeep, Ford, and even Hyundai pushing into the adventure space. So the question is, can the new 4Runner still stand out, or is it fighting a battle it can't win? Let's find out. Step outside, and the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max doesn't hide what it is: a boxy, upright SUV that looks like it was designed with a ruler, not a paintbrush. But that's the charm. The squared-off profile, aggressive grille, and chunky fender flares scream adventure before you even hit the start button. Toyota hasn't softened the 4Runner into a crossover. This is still a body-on-frame machine built for the trail. Yet look closer, and you'll notice modern touches: sleeker LED headlights, sharper wheel designs, and a slightly more aerodynamic roofline that nods to today's market demands. It's rugged, but polished, a combination meant to appeal to loyal fans and first-time buyers alike. Step inside, and the story gets more interesting. The cabin feels familiar: upright dashboard, tall seating position, big grab handles. But Toyota finally brings the 4Runner into the modern era. A massive touchscreen dominates the center stack. Paired with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the materials are still practical and hard-wearing. But there are more soft-touch surfaces where they matter most. Think of it as Toyota trying to balance trail-ready toughness with a bit of daily comfort. Families will appreciate the extra USB-C ports, while adventure seekers will like the washable floors and smart cargo hooks in the back. It's not luxury, but it feels thoughtful. Of course, the biggest change sits under the hood. Gone is the old, thirsty V6. In its place, a hybridized twin-turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder, the iForce Max. It pumps out an impressive 326 horsepower and a mountain of torque, which means the new 4Runner has more muscle than ever before. And here's the kicker. It does this while promising better fuel economy than the outgoing model. Imagine crawling up a steep trail with instant hybrid torque, then cruising home on the highway without your wallet crying at the pump. That's the pitch, but does it actually deliver? We'll get to that. Performance isn't just about raw numbers, though. On-road manners feel tighter thanks to refined suspension tuning, while off-road capability gets a boost from Toyota's updated crawl control and multi-terrain select modes. Whether you're tackling mud, sand, or snow, the system adapts seamlessly. Still, purists may raise an eyebrow. Some argue that a hybrid powertrain dilutes the 4Runner's rugged identity. It's a debate worth having, and one that makes this launch especially intriguing. Safety and tech round out the package. Toyota includes its latest safety sense suite as standard: adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and automatic emergency braking. It's a big step forward, especially when you consider how bare-bones previous 4Runners felt in this department. Add in available features like a 360-degree camera and head-up display, and suddenly the 4Runner doesn't feel outdated anymore. But here's where it gets tricky. While Toyota has clearly leveled up the features and performance, questions remain about pricing and long-term reliability of the hybrid system. And that's where this review gets really interesting, because the 4Runner's success may hinge less on what it gained, and more on whether buyers trust these changes. So, is the new 4Runner truly the best of both worlds? Rugged durability with modern efficiency, or is it trying to please too many audiences at once? Before we get to the highlights and drawbacks, let's dive into the areas that might surprise you the most. And here's where everything comes to a head. On paper, the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max looked like a gamble, swapping the proven V6 for a hybrid four-cylinder, chasing efficiency in a vehicle known for toughness. But out on the road, and more importantly, off it, the results are surprising. Punch the accelerator, and the hybrid torque hits instantly. There's no waiting, no sluggish climb through the gears. Instead, the 4Runner surges forward with a confidence the old model never had. Merging onto the highway feels effortless, towing feels steadier, and even climbing steep grades doesn't strain the engine. Yet here's the twist: despite all that power, the fuel gauge doesn't plummet the way it used to. Toyota may have just pulled off the impossible: more muscle, less thirst. Take it off-road, and the story gets even better. With crawl control engaged, the 4Runner moves with precision over rocks and mud, the hybrid system delivering torque exactly where it's needed. It feels controlled, planted, and dare I say, easier to handle than before. For a vehicle that's built its reputation on ruggedness, that's a huge win. But not everything is perfect. Push it hard in corners, and the weight of the hybrid system makes itself known. The ride can feel heavy, even a little top-heavy, reminding you that this is still a body-on-frame SUV at heart. And while the interior tech finally feels modern, it doesn't reach the luxury or refinement levels of some competitors. So here we are, a 4Runner that's stronger, smarter, and more efficient, but also different in ways that may divide its most loyal fans. The real question now isn't whether Toyota delivered a capable SUV, it's whether buyers are ready to embrace this new kind of 4Runner. And that's exactly what we'll answer in the verdict. So, what's the final word on the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max? In short, it's a bold evolution of a classic. Toyota took a risk by replacing the old-school V6 with a hybrid turbo. And while purists may grumble, the payoff is undeniable. Stronger acceleration, improved towing confidence, and real gains in fuel economy. For everyday drivers, that means you get adventure without sacrificing efficiency. The pros are clear: rugged body and framed construction, modernized tech, improved safety, and that instant torque that makes both city driving and off-road climbs more satisfying. But there are drawbacks, too. The ride still feels heavy compared to some rivals. Interior refinement lags behind premium competitors. And the hybrid system raises questions about long-term durability. Who is this SUV for? If you're a diehard 4Runner fan who wants the latest version of a proven nameplate, it's a no-brainer. If you're new to the off-road SUV world, the updated tech and safety make it far more approachable than ever before. But if you're chasing ultimate comfort or luxury, you might look elsewhere. In the bigger picture, the 20254 4Runner signals where the US SUV market is heading, toward a future where rugged doesn't have to mean outdated. Toyota is proving that efficiency and toughness can coexist, and you can bet competitors are paying attention. So here's the question: is this the 4Runner you've been waiting for? Or has Toyota changed it too much for your taste? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. And if this review helped you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the cars shaping tomorrow's roads.